It's a warm day out there, and with many kids now out of school, we know a lot of people will be flocking to our local rivers and swimming holes. We went out to High Rocks and Gladstone for what you need to know before you jump in.
Lifeguards are posted here for a reason. It's because it's a dangerous section of river. Lifeguards aren't posted at most parks. So us being here means that this is a dangerous section of river, and it's important for people to remember that while they're here.
Dozens of people were out at High Rocks and Gladstone as we reached the hottest temperatures we've seen all month. And with those temperatures sticking around for the rest of the week, safety officials want to make sure you're prepared in and out of the water. The advice you'll be hearing over and over again: wear a life jacket.
A lot of people don't consider themselves needing it because they don't expect to be in the water. But if you fall in unexpectedly, that's going to be a problem if you don't have a life jacket on, especially with the cold water.
Tom Conning with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says many deaths that happen on rivers and lakes involve people not wearing life jackets. In fact, up to 90% of cases.
It's also hard for first responders to recover you if you're not floating.
And while the air is warm, our local rivers are still very cold. In fact, your body can go into cold shock within just 1 minute of getting in the cold water.
People do need to be aware of things like cold shock, which can really impede your motor function when you first get in the water, can lead to people not being able to move, not being able to swim effectively, and can lead to drowning pretty quickly.
And while you may want to reach for a cold beer on these hot days, rescuers say alcohol and water do not mix well. Zach Green with River Rescue says they've had to assist at least 12 people since Memorial Day weekend, many of whom were intoxicated.
It affects your judgment, it affects your ability to swim effectively, so that's a great thing to avoid.
And finally, never underestimate the water.
No matter how strong of a swimmer you are, the water's always going to be stronger than you.
Yeah, good to keep in mind. And if you see someone in trouble in the water, rescuers say their advice is to throw, don't go. That means toss them something that floats, but don't actually jump in, because it's very easy for a rescuer to become a victim.